Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Extinct Breaks Originals! And for this episode, we will be featuring the LEGO-compatible custom Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Carcharodontosaurus. But before we get to move on with this video, I'd like to say thanks to YouTube.com Audio Library for this awesome background music. Please also subscribe and also hit that notification button. You may also find me and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here in YouTube. You may also follow me on LYKA, which is a new account that I have only available here in the Philippines at the moment but will be global soon. Please support my channel by not skipping on all the ads on all my videos. Thanks everyone! The Guess the Species contest winners will be announced at the end of the video, but first here is how you can join. Just click on the Extinct Breaks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Breaks homepage. Then click the community link to see all my posts. I'll see you there! It looks so fearsome. Anyways, let's move on with the making of the Carcharodontosaurus. At first, I of course got some reference photos of it and then moved on with kit bashing. And for this one, I will be using the head of the Indominus Rex and will be thinning it out a little bit by, of course, chopping the top of the head first and then maybe putting on some clay on it after. Customization will actually use a lot of tools that might actually hurt you in the process, but for this one, please have your older brother or your sister do this for you. The overall head shape of the Carcharodontosaurus is very different than that of the Indominus Rex, so with this, I'm actually using the Dremel tool to probably reshape the eyeballs as well as some of the details on the head itself. And here is the completed kit bash portion of the Carcharodontosaurus. After this process, I actually used a two-part epoxy to be able to sculpt on the details of this particular dinosaur. So that would involve bulking up the tail and then of course putting on some details on the head itself. Now for the painting of this particular dinosaur, I actually used the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis reference to be able to of course bring to life what is actually a very classic interpretation of the Carcharodontosaurus, and here is how it looks like so far. So for the colors, I used a darker gray on the top of this dinosaur, after which several other tones of grays were added, lighter grays on the, of course, underbelly, and then a little bit of bluish gray on the sides as well as those details on the head itself. So I'm just continuing on this painting process until it's actually dried and ready for some detailing. So I actually would suggest that please have your painting dry before you move on with other detailing paint or other details on the painting, because otherwise you will be smudging everything all in all and that will just be so messy. Alright, so I mixed a little bit of light gray here and then including some stripes as well as speckles on the tail. This will also be carried over through the face of the dinosaur itself. So here it is. So I just wanted to have also a dark brown to almost black color here that will actually frame the eyes of the creature. This dark coloration is actually carried over going downwards from the eyes towards the lower jaw, very similar to that of the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis Carcharodontosaurus. This will most likely frame also the lime green eyes that I will be putting on this creature later. Alright, so this particular detailing also is carried over wherein the light gray parts will be colored on all the scales on the back. If you may notice, the Carcharodontosaurus actually has several scaling details very much similar to that of a crocodile in the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis version of it. So this is just it. It may look like a very tedious work. However, it really paid off after I have already done it. So here is how it looks like so far. Okay, so after this, I added a little bit more detail on the lower portions of this creature so that it will break down the black colors on the top of the body and also the lower grayish portion. You can see that the Carcharodontosaurus actually has this white striping on the side, so this is very much what I'm doing. I didn't want it to be so straight, so it is very similar to that of the JPOG version. So I'm just using here a flat brush on it and then putting in a little bit of jaggedness. Okay, so noticeable that the Carcharodontosaurus has this red detailing on the top of its head, so I'm just doing it here. The red crest detailing is actually from the tip of the nose towards the back of the eyes. Okay, so other details have been added such as coloration of the teeth, the eyes, the nails, and so on. As with my other large theropods, I actually wanted to have the scaling on the feet. This is a little bit of the darker gray mixed with a little bit of blue. And then it's time to color the nails, of course. Claws, nails, yeah, whatever. After this, I colored on the teeth and of course the insides of the mouth. Here is the end result of the Carcharodontosaurus painting and customization. I hope you like it. Now it's time for us to move on with the next portion of this video. This is Assembrix. You can do it and let's bolt in. Now for this video portion, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts to the Carcharodontosaurus. Now it's time for us to connect the lower jaw to the headpiece. Let's connect it to the body. Now it's time for us to connect the arms. The left and then the right one. Now the legs. Okay. And then the left leg. And for the last piece of this creature, we have the tail. And that's it, the LEGO compatible custom Carcharodontosaurus from Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. It's time for us to get to know Carcharodontosaurus closely. This is the closer look. And for the closer look, you can see here that the Carcharodontosaurus has this red patch of coloration on the top of its head. It's really vibrant. The teeth are actually modified a little bit compared to that of the Indominus Rex. The head is reshaped as well. The details of the painting on the entire creature is very much reminiscent or actually inspired by that of the JPOG Carcharodontosaurus you see here. Articulation wise, it is very much similar to my large theropod custom such as the Giganotosaurus. Okay, so that's it for the closer look on the Carcharodontosaurus. Now it's time for us to move on to size comparisons. Now for the size comparisons, as usual, we will be comparing this with a minifigure, very much how these dinosaurs are actually up to scale with a human being. Also, we will be comparing this with other customs that I have so far. Okay, so the size of the Giganotosaurus, the Carcharodontosaurus here is very much similar to that of the illustration here. Okay, so scale-wise, I think they're pretty much okay to me. Alright, so let's now compare with some of my Extinct Bricks customs from the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis line. This is the Styracosaurus. you can see that the Styracosaurus is very much smaller than that of the Carcharodontosaurus, mainly because it's just a small ceratopsian. Styracosaurus is actually one of my most favorite ceratopsians, only because it has this very ornamented frill to it. It has 7 or 8 spikes on its frill. And I think the colors on the JPOG Styracosaurus is really colorful and really subtle as well. Okay, so let's now compare with the larger ceratopsian. This time, this is the extinct Rex Torosaurus, also from the Jurassic Park Creation Genesis line. Okay, so comparing it, although the Torosaurus is bigger than that of the Styracosaurus, it is still smaller than that of the Carcharodontosaurus, and would actually put up a good fight whenever it will be attacked or being preyed on. Okay, so let's have another Extinct Breaks Originals here. This is the Extinct Breaks Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor. As you may see, it is also one of the colors of the raptors that is available here on the Jurassic Park Creation Genesis game. Okay, so this is also actually one of my favorite raptors that I have colored before. I like playing with my customs every now and then because it actually gives me that relaxation that I needed from work and also doing the custom. So yeah, it's really refreshing. Okay, so moving on with the comparisons, this is the Extinct Breaks Ceratosaurus. Now, the Ceratosaurus is actually one of my favorite medium-sized theropods in the JPOG game, and you can see this is already the version 3 of my Ceratosaurus, and if you'd like to check out this particular custom, it is actually already available in my Extinct Breaks playlist. Okay, so play! And of course, last but not least, this is the Extinct Breaks Jurassic Park 3 T-Rex. Now, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis is actually this color. It is a greenish and yellowish color with black stripes on it. So I really like the way the Jurassic Park 3 is actually referenced for that particular game, because you may notice that also that Spinosaurus is available for that particular game as well. So we won't be doing comparisons with the Spinosaurus for this one, but anyways, at least we have the Mighty T-Rex here. Now, comparing both large theropods together, you can see the differences would be the overall shape of the head, the colors, of course, the teeth, the details on the back, as well as the arms. T-Rex has 2 fingers, and then of course the Carcharodontosaurus will have 3, but still small hands or small arms. Who do you think will win? I'm for the T-Rex. I think I should do some stop motion next time. Well, anyways, here is the Extinct Breaks PC roll call. Let's start with the T-Rex, Torosaurus, Velociraptor, and Styracosaurus. Ceratosaurus had to go to the CR, so it's not available here. Well, anyways, of course, the star of this show would be the Carcharodontosaurus. Please view the other videos of my creatures that are present here on the Extinct Breaks playlist. It's almost end of the video, so it's time for us to have some last looks on the Carcharodontosaurus. The Carcharodontosaurus actually came from the 2 Greek words Karchar, meaning sharp, and odon, meaning teeth. Thus, this is the sharp-toothed lizard. It lived in the late Cretaceous in the Mayan period around 98 to 94 million years ago and is part of the Theropoda family. It can grow up to a length of 36 feet, a weight of 6,358 kilograms, and a height of 16 feet. It's feeding time, and Usher and Moira is viewing the Carcharodontosaurus during this feeding time on a safe deck. And that's it for our video on the Carcharodontosaurus. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. It is now time for us to announce the Guess This PC contest winners, and we actually have 10 lucky picks this time. Sharon Rose Mandat, Minecraft Boy, Aaron ID Zaidi, Adelmo Iswara, Carcharodontosaurus, G's Projects, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Enzo Gaming Channel, Cezanne Jimenez, and Miles Phillip. Congratulations everyone! And now for top 10 winners!
Top 10.
Carefun Redu 1,
Top
Red
9.
Redu,
Top 8.
Timo Mado,
Top
Bizarre
7.
Bars,
Top 6.
I Love Christmas Cats,
Top 5.
Mr. T-Rex,
Top 4.
Momo Mikoski,
Top 3.
Zaki PH,
Top 2.
Jeremy Guifaro, and
Top
Omar.
1.
Congratulations everyone! And I'll see you on the next Guess the Species contest! Also, our babies Moira and Asher has their own vlog now, The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and subscribe to their channel as well. Thanks everyone! And as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar!